Hello, welcome back to the Christmas Countdown, day 3. Okay, we've already discussed a couple of project ideas, a bag that I'm working on and a pillow form. One of the things that I really want to go through for my personal Christmas crafting this year is whips, my work in progress projects. And I have a couple that I've done for, or that I've started for a lot of people that I love. And so one of those is for my oldest daughter. She is in college and she asked me for something like this in high school. So it's been years on the needles. This particular one is knit, not crochet, and this is going to be a sweater vest, and it's absolutely gorgeous. So I know what happened here. I started it and made really good progress. I got the back done, like you separate, it was, I don't think it was actually the pattern, which I will have to look up. I believe it was in Knitty, and if I find the link to it, I will add it to the show notes. But what happened here, and I'm sure those of you with works in process can relate, is I modified the pattern when I started to make it a sweater in the round. I always prefer to just knit in the round. I don't like weaving in ends. I don't like the finishing sewing stuff. As little of that as I can have is what I would prefer. So I modified the pattern as I went to make it in the round, which looks good, right? Like it's in the round here and on up, like looking good. But then you have to separate it for the front and the back when you get to the armpits right here. And so I did, and I kept working on the back, and then I lost it. Like I just set it aside for a brand new shiny project. Please tell me I'm not the only person who does this. You know, this lighting isn't super. I'll add another light. So I lost the thread on this project, and then when I went back to it, I didn't remember how I modified it. I don't know. Does anyone else do this? Anyway, so this sweater vest is my next thing to finish up, and I'm going to hopefully finish it for Christmas for this little one because she's not so little anymore. She's in college. It's time. It's time. This has sat in my closet for years, and yeah, it's ridiculous. So here are some information about this project. I picked Wool Ease Thick and Quick, which any of you who have ever used this know it's got a little wool in it. I think it's 20%, and it's really nice and squishy and soft, and it knits or crochets up beautifully really quickly because it is a bulky weight. Yeah, it's a size 6 yarn. So nice and squishy and quick. And yet here we are several years later. So no excuses on this one. I just need to get going. She picked the color, and this is just an ivory color with a gold metallic sparkle in there. She's always been a sparkle kid. I don't know if you've got sparkle kids. I love sparkle kids. I have 2 of them. One is more sparkly than the other. The college one is much more sparkly than the other, but they both appreciate a good amount of sparkle, as does their mother. So this is my countdown to Christmas day 3 project, and I'm going to work on this tonight. I will find the pattern and just knock it out. I really, yeah, I cannot believe it's been this long. It is, and I have 2 completely different size hook needles here. I don't know if you can see. So I have a couple of different DPNs. I don't know if I just put it on this to hold it. That's kind of what I'm assuming. And then this needle, you can see, is much thicker than this needle. And what are we doing here, folks? What are we doing? This is going to take a minute for me to figure out. Anyone else with some mystery whips that they just are like, how did we get here, folks? There is no pattern in this bag, no pattern at all to be seen, no notes. Sometimes past Amber is a generous soul and writes little notes and puts them with my work. But sometimes my past self assumes that my future self will remember things that my future self does not always remember. And so it's just my best guess on this one. It's just going to be my best guess. And I think, as always, my motto for projects is done is better than perfect. So I'm just going to go for it, and hopefully it will work out. And hopefully I will show a finished product in a Christmas countdown in the very near future. That is my goal. I mean, this is just gorgeous. Look at the cabling on this. I really do need to find this pattern and maybe make one for myself because I love the cabling. And with it being such a light color, the definition really shows, and the sparkle. Oh, she's gonna look just lovely in this. Why have I waited so long? This kid needs a good sweater from her mother. Okay, so as we're talking about gift giving, one of the things that I absolutely, gift giving, making things, handmade Christmas gifts mean so much. I absolutely love receiving handmade things, but I also love, love, love making them. I think that's one of the main reasons that I love crochet and knitting and just the fiber arts generally, because you can make so many beautiful things for your home. You can custom make anything to be your colors or your personality, your style, or for the people you love. And I find so much joy in when I have a niece and a nephew who I made matching sweaters one year. My niece, bless her little heart, she wore her sweater that I made for her at 18 months. And you know, kids are little string beans and they just keep growing up, but they don't grow a ton out. So this sweater fit her from 18 months. She is in first grade now, and she just stopped wearing it because the sleeves that were long became like above her elbow. That's how much she grew. And what was a little bit of a long sweater, it became a crop top sweater, and she still wore it darn near every day. Bless her little heart. So when you can give a gift to somebody that you made and then see that you've basically wrapped them in love and that they totally feel that, that is the best feeling ever. It's why I like making blankets. It's why I like making all the things. Even practical things that people don't get to wear, like dishcloths. I make a lot of dishcloths. It's kind of one of my go-to travel projects, because it's just like, you know, you can't mess it up. I can do it in the dark. I think most people could if they've made more than one. So a dishcloth is a perfect travel project, but it's also one that, like, I've given away a lot of them, and people come back to me years later and they say, thank you for that dishcloth. Every time I use it, I think of you and I just love it, and it just brightens my kitchen. You wouldn't think that such a small thing would matter, but I feel like any way we can share and spread love in this world is just a win. So happy crafting, and Christmas crochet countdown number 3. Here we go. Let's get this girl a sweater.